I want to talk to you about something really important today. Exactly a year ago, I lost my closest friend in the whole world. And I'm not ashamed to tell you that I needed counseling and grief therapy to be able to deal with that loss. And as I look around today, there are so many families in our country, all over the country, who are also dealing with grief right now. People have lost their parents, they've lost their spouses and their partners, they've lost their siblings, their closest friends, batchmates, colleagues, neighbors. There's so much grief. And because the pandemic has isolated us in our homes, we're carrying this grief around in our hearts, and we're feeling lonely and helpless and anxious. So as the panic of the second wave has now begun to recede, it's important for us now to start the healing process on the inside and to help each other through the grief. Which is why my team is now partnered with MPower. It's a mental health not-for-profit organization run by Nirja Birla, and with Dr. Harish Shetty, who's one of the most respected psychiatrists in the country. And we're bringing to you, completely free of cost, grief counseling support groups. Now, what a support group is, for those of you who don't know, it's a form of therapy where people who've had similar experiences come together to discuss, to talk about their experience, to listen to the other people, and to actually begin their healing process. Just talking and listening is therapeutic. Now, research tells us that support groups also leave people feeling less lonely, less anxious, a little more empowered to deal with the pain. They have support, they feel emotionally, to deal with the grief and the changes in the life that comes with it. We have some of the best mental health professionals from across the country who have volunteered their time to conduct these groups. We'll be creating groups based on the registrations that come in multiple languages. Each group will be monitored by licensed mental health professionals, by 2 professionals per group. Each group will have multiple sessions. Our aim is to conduct these groups for the next 1 year at least, in order to give sustained relief and support to those who are dealing with their grief. Now, if you feel that you want this kind of help, there is a registration form that is in the description of this video and in my profile link on Instagram, or you can visit the MPower website. The details are at the bottom of your screen. These groups will be entirely confidential, and of course, if you feel that you're not ready to talk right now, you can just come and sit and listen. If you know someone who needs this kind of help, please share the details with them as well. We'll be starting our first groups on the 30th of June. We have 60 slots to begin with in Hindi and in English. And depending on the response that we get, we'll announce more groups in multiple languages. We do hope that you will participate. And if you know someone who needs the help, you will let them know as well. Let's start healing together.